Hey everybody, welcome back. Supersonic Stacker here, back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about actually a response video to what a video that I saw from Silver Star Eagles. So if you haven't actually checked out his channel, yeah, he is fantastic, and I love watching his content. Very smart individual, has a lot of really interesting insights. This particular video was the "It Won't Get Better" thumbnail here. So it was high silver premiums are here to stay. And I actually agree with a lot of the thoughts that he was sharing here. But one of the things that I wanted to kind of maybe just kind of piggyback off of this conversation, he was talking about silver bar premiums. And if you've been stacking recently, one of the things that you've noticed is that just silver in general has really done some very interesting moves. In fact, let's see, can we open this up here? Yeah, we can make this work. Yeah, let's see if we can make this work. Normally I'd go to Trading View. I like looking at that a little bit better, but you can see here the timeline. Oh, stop doing that. Stop doing that. There we go. You can totally tell this is impromptu. We're just rolling with it. Let's just see where it takes us. So we got the silver price here back in April of 21 when it did a nice spike up to 25. Had a nice little sit for a little while, came back down. And then for those of us who have been following the silver market for a little bit, we took advantage of these nice dips. This was like the buying time, but something very interesting happened this year. These dips, while these dips here were just a great time to be picking stuff up, starting right about here in August, the dips started getting inflated with this super high premium. And so trying to buy any silver, it's essentially had this like premium that was put the price marker up here, like $30 or so. And the trend started with American Silver Eagles. And so a lot of us who have been stacking silver right here, it's like it went from about this point, the $25 mark is, premiums are about $3 or $4 above spot at that point. It went all the way up to 30. So now it was like $10 to $15 above spot, depending on what you were trying to buy. And so a lot of the silver stackers in the community were just kind of taken back by this. They weren't ready for it. And a lot of people had been predicting that this could happen. But nevertheless, they weren't ready for it. And so at this point in the game, a lot of stackers kind of began to reassess and reevaluate their strategy for acquiring silver. And one of the things that on my channel, I talk about trying to get, it's how can you get to 100 ounces within 6 months? Like that's what I wanted to accomplish in this channel, is to help you figure out strategies that can help you, amass a stack that you're proud of or that you're happy with as quickly as possible. And so with this, with that in mind, let's go back to SD Bullion. And so I'm going to share a little bit about kind of my approach to this. Now, disclaimer, none of this financial advice is just, a dude on the internet who has a mouse and a video camera. So we're just, you're listening to that. So there you go. So here we got, I'm on SD Bullion's website, great site for checking stuff. In my other video, we talk about some places where you can buy and get some stuff online. But here at SD Bullion, you can go for silver bars, silver coins. And specifically with regards to Silver Eagle's video, he was talking about how he's been investing in bars because of just the fact that the spot price is better. The premiums are lower. And so he's been able to pick up some, some bars at more cost-effective prices. And he's absolutely right. And one of the things that he was pointing out was that he specifically kept his stack at 10-ounce bars. He didn't go over 10 ounces for security reasons, authenticity reasons. I mean, it's not that kilos or 100 ounces or even 1,000 ounces, or not, can't be validated. It's just that in a barter type of situation, it's really hard to make these larger bars translatable to the common man, especially if you're maybe if you're buying a tractor or something, or a pickup truck, then maybe something like this would be helpful. But in general, a 10 ounce is probably all that you would possibly ever want in a barter situation. And I totally agree with that. However, if this is all you're stacking for, I think it's a limited perspective. And this is where I'm getting at with this. Is I think that stacking silver has two purposes, two end games. And that is why stack silver in the first place? I mean, yes, barter is definitely something that many people stack silver for. and so that they have an alternative currency that they can use should they want to hedge it against, say, their governmental currency. But another method or another vehicle purpose for stacking silver per se is as a means to acquire precious metals that essentially kind of hedge along with another precious metal such as gold. And so this is where kind of my mindset is that it's kind of one of those, it's a viewpoint in which there is no way there's no losing, because if you stack precious metals from the standpoint of I'm acquiring silver bars for the sake of having silver bars, you have precious metals, you have silver bars, you win. If you're acquiring these precious bars then to exchange or trade in, upgrade, if you will, to gold, then you win, because at the end of the day, what do you have in your hands? Sound money. That's the whole point. So from my perspective, one of the things that has always made gold out of reach for so many people is its price. I mean, even just looking at, this American Silver Eagle is a bad example. Let's go use the Canadian maple leaf. This maple leaf, let's do 1 ounce. Current price on sale, $18.42. Okay. That's awesome if you can, shell out nearly $2,000 for an ounce of gold. Fantastic if you can do that, but most people can't do that. That's a little bit outside of their budget. And that's just the reality of it. Then if you flip back over here to silver, even if let's just stick with the bars, for example, let's do the 1 ounce bars, which is just like a 1 ounce coin, $27, $28 per 1 ounce of silver. Okay. Hey, that's more achievable. Hey, let's look at 10 ounces. 10 ounces of silver. We're looking at 281, 270, thereabouts. So kind of pick and choose one that works for you. If that's your strategy, then it doesn't really matter what brand you get, whether it's the Silvertown Buffalo, whether it's the Britannia, whether it's a Scottsdale Stacker, whether it's a Sunshine Mint. You get my point. Is like you can really just kind of pick and choose your favorites, and then once you've kind of amassed a stack that's large enough, you can then go into the coin shop and go get yourself a gold coin, trade it in. That's how we did it in World of Warcraft. Why wouldn't it be just as good for doing it in real life? So there's obviously some loss that kind of happens in the translate, like when you're doing the transfer. But from my perspective, you come out a winner when you have gold. That's my perspective. So you feel free to disagree with that and leave some comments in the section below if you have any feedback or advice on this viewpoint. But I have a hard time seeing holes in this strategy, because at the end of the day, you're holding gold. How is that a bad thing? So anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Again, definitely check out Silver Star Eagle's channel. I think this guy is just getting started. I think his channel, that he's got a ton of videos, and you probably should watch quite a few of them. I've enjoyed watching several of these, so definitely check him out. But anyway, hope this was helpful. If this was helpful, give this video a like so that it helps the YouTube algorithm, and consider subscribing to this channel, because I will post stuff like this from time to time, just responses or insights from other YouTubers, and also just some crazy ideas that I have with stacking, because my objective is to help you stack fast, supersonic style. So thanks for watching, and until next time, keep stacking. Something like that. Cheers.